pain. That's why I had been back there. I woke up with a crick in my neck, and I should have taken that as a sign not to get up, because everything went wrong. Well, everything went wrong, and then I came back, and then I took a nap, and G took a nap, and she was like, yeah. It was adorable. I was so scared that she was going to bite my head off because I was so close to her, and she doesn't like that usually, but she was there. I was flat on my back, she was there. So cute. So you know, it's not that bad anymore. It's like, thank you, bye Dido. Yes, my day sucked, but you're here, so it's not that bad. And that's what I feel with my cat. With this cat, because you know what, I love her, but that's just not the same. Grenouille, love of my life. I forgot. Okay, so complicated week. Some things happen, not a lot. Not everything that I wanted that to happen, but you know what? It happened anyway. I finished something, but it's there and I'm here. And going against the camera, it's just a pain in the ass, so I'm not gonna get up to get it. So, too bad. I'll show you next week. Last Sunday, so Sunday, was a rest day because I just really needed it. I know I got dressed, which was really against my wishes, but I still got dressed. I think I had somewhere to be or something like that. And yeah, I got dressed and it sucked, but I rested most of it. I'm not even sure I actually read. Because like, yeah, I read a bit. But it was mostly rest day, so yeah. On Monday I had dentist. I also went to the pharmacy. And the dentist, I was there for just a little problem, and he went there with the power tools for half an hour, and it just went like a barbarian. So what is good is that when I brush my teeth, there is no longer blood, which is, you know, it's always nice. But also I was in pain for like 4 days, and I'm still a little in pain. But like for the first 2 days, I just couldn't eat normal food. It was just too painful to chew. So it was fun. And I read a bit because I haven't been reading a lot lately. I've just been watching stuff and knitting, and yeah, that's nice too, but I kind of miss reading because I just don't reach for it that naturally anymore. So hey, G wants to come back. She can go fuck herself. That's already the third time I opened the door for her. And made so yeah, I don't reach for reading anymore. So yeah, that's life. I started knitting beanie for my friend who is going to loan me his house for Easter, and I'm gonna make a shawl for his wife. They're very nice people, I like them, and they're gonna let me use their house for a week, so they deserve a little treat. So I made the beanie with a circular loom. I had to undo it once and redo it, but yeah, it's nice. It's a little tight, so I hope it's gonna be okay on his head. I have no idea how big his head. Like, I can't measure heads from just seeing it. It's just not possible. I don't know how to do that. So here's to hope that it's going to be okay. I'm gonna block it. It should loosen a little once it's blocked, so I'm gonna do that. I also made the clementine cake from The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, and I kinda fucked up. It turned out good at the taste, but I wanted to remove it from the pan too early, and it fell apart. So yeah, that's fun. It did taste good, so that's the important part. Today I had 3 appointments in 3 days. It was a tough week. Tuesday I saw my psychiatrist, which was nice. And I needed it, and I'm seeing her again on Monday because it's bigger than I thought. and I was not able to say if she had a baby or not. She still looked as thin as she was the last time I saw her, so I don't know. I don't think so. So I'm keeping the blanket idea for myself, and I'm going to do it full size, not just baby blanket. So maybe use this different yarn. I don't know. We'll see. The idea is I'm going to not do that. Don't do the baby blanket. Doing something else. Tuesday was the day I undid the beanie and redid it all in one go. It turned out to only take like 6 hours in all in all. So quick project. I hope it's not going to be like a cheap, sad, pathetic thing. And I think I hope he's going to like it. It's his colors. It's not my colors, but it's his colors. So I hope he's gonna like it. I don't know her as well, so I went for a black shawl because that's mostly neutral and a lot of people will like it. So I think it's gonna fit her. Like, he's all for fluorescent colors, which is good for him, but I don't think a lot of people will like it, so I went on the safe side and went for a shawl. I haven't started it because I can't watch it because doing lace like that, lace work like that, it's just going to be really complicated, and it's the first time I actually do it, so I'm gonna take a little time to do it properly. Man, it hurts. And also I went to the shoe repair shop to ask if they could repair my shoes, and it turned out it will cost me 69 euros, which in theory I have, but for shoes that cost me 15 bucks, it's just not worth it. So I'm going to buy some new shoes instead. Well, new for me. I'm gonna get them second hand, so they will probably be cheaper than 69 euros. So bye bye these ones. The whole point was having kickers legends like that was that they will last forever, like the ones I had before, but apparently it's not the case anymore. They just don't last all that long anymore, and it sucks because I just want shoes that last and that I can repair and make last longer. And if it's 69 euros every time I want to repair them, it's just not gonna repair them, and I'm gonna buy some new. And it sucks. If I want just shoes that I can throw away, I'm not buying kickers, you know. Anyway, I ordered some. Not sure the guy is going to actually send them. We'll see. Oh, I wanted to go today, and that didn't happen. On Wednesday, I saw my third doc of the week, and it was too much. It was the gastroenterologist, and yeah, he told me, yeah, it's good idea that the tea is working, it's a good thing. And I was like, yeah, it's nice, but addiction wise it's not good. So I'd like another option, you know. So he gave me basically the same med at the other time, but it's effervescent instead of that weird ass granulate thing that I had before. So hopefully I can actually drink it and not hate it, and I'm going to alternate on tea and med to have something that actually works and is not a huge pain in the ass. So yeah, and also went to buy some gas because I've been procrastinating on it for a little while, And then I ordered a bunch of things online. Ordered dice for the dragon book thing, and a lot of slime supplies, because I finally figured out how to make slime that actually works. So I'm super excited for it, and I want to make a lot of them. So I ordered a lot of slime supplies. Cost me a lot of money, but it's fun and it's bringing me joy. So I also wanted to buy some candle scents to put in them, but fuck, they're expensive and they're just not very interesting. Like, every time I've seen slime shops, they have like cookie dough or stuff like that, very interesting scents, and all I got was like flowers. So I don't know where to find actually interesting one. We'll see. I'm still on the hunt for that. It's gonna take a little more time, but it'll happen eventually. Yeah. So on Thursday, I finally did the dishes, and it took so long. So fucking long, but I'm really glad I did it, because it feels so nice to be able to cook and eat again. So nice. But yeah, I spent quite a lot of time up on my legs to do that, and my legs hurt a lot. I mostly couldn't walk or stand up the next day because it was just so much in pain from it. I did some more ordering because there was a lot of stuff that I wanted and I procrastinated on getting. I also contacted my friend, the one I'm making the beanie for, to tell him that I was going to get my game from the place where I play Mahjong, and that I was willing to teach him and his wife Mahjong if they liked it, and that way they don't have to come exactly on Friday at that time. So yeah, the plan was to get here today, but as you can probably guess, things did not go according to plan today. I also undid my top for the fourth or fifth time. I'm so tired. I tried it on, it was still too big. So first I started with 180 stitches, then I tried with 165 stitches. This time I tried with 130 stitches, and it's still too big, so I'm going to try with 100 stitches, and for fuck's sake, it's the last time I do. Whatever size it is at the end, I don't care. It's gonna be 160 stitches, and I'm not redoing it. Understandably, I've not been very motivated to start again since, so I haven't knitted or crocheted anything in 2 days because of that, because I was very frustrated. And also I don't want to start the top because I wasted a lot of time on the top, and I really need to start on the shawl because it's gonna take a while, and I want to have it before Easter so I can give them to them when I give me the key to the house, mostly. So that's probably more priority, so that's kind of what I'm going to go for. But yeah, that means that the day after that I didn't stand, I was in pain, I was tired, I just watched videos all day, and I did not knit and I did not crochet because I was drained. It was like my body said, stop, it's gonna be a rest day whether you like it or not, so go rest. And that's what I did. I didn't read anything, I just rested. It was boring. I called my insurance again because it's still on me $60 and they haven't fixed it yet. So I was like, did you just forget, or are you just waiting for me to give up? I was like, oh no, it was just not treated yet. Yeah, whatever. I did yogurt. Finally, I haven't had yogurt in like 2 weeks because I didn't do the dishes, so it's nice to have yogurt again. I shopped on W10, so I shopped the shoes on W10. I tried to post my Manic Panic hair dye, but since they were open, W10 didn't like it, so that didn't work. I called my vet because she is starting to puke again right after eating, so I'm a little worried. I really hope that she's okay, but I don't really have a lot of money to pay for an echography that will still show nothing. So yeah, that's fun. That's great. So yeah, and also was trying to send my dentist bill to my health insurance, trying to get them to pay me back. I don't know if that's gonna happen. We'll see. And today was a difficult day. Today I woke up in pain and I went to the place where I got the mahjong to get my game back, and I was like, I chose specifically this day because in theory there is a knitting club on Saturday afternoon where every other week the one. So it was like 50-50, either it's this week or it's next week, but either way I'm going to get it because I want to be part of a knitting group and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna replace the mahjong, and yeah, that's gonna be fun. So I went there and apparently there was no people behind the counter on Saturday, so that was fun. And so I didn't get my game back, so instead I went to the library and I was like, hey, you remember that thing that comic book that I put a reservation on like a month ago and was supposed to be back at the end of January and still not back, so what the fuck is it? And he told me, oh, it's still not back, sorry. And yeah, it sucks, but that's life. So I came back another time after I realized that no one was going to open the counter for me. And I was like, can you please open the doors and try to get me my game back? And it was like, I don't have the key, sorry. Anyway, I left because I need to buy some stuff at the grocery store, notably some pie crust, so I can do pie day on Tuesday. And then I went back to my car and I realized that I lost my car keys. So that was fun. That was about 40 minutes of going back and forth in the store and between my car and try to find my keys, and I couldn't find them, and it was a nightmare. It was so stressful and I started crying, and I was calling my neighbor so she could get me at least so I could try to get back home. My apartment keys were in the car, so I couldn't get back home in any way. And there was my cat, and I was so stressed because my cat was trapped inside. It was really stressful. And of course my neighbor was not answering. And while I was waiting for her to answer, I said, whatever, I'm gonna try everything that I can. And so I went to every store in between my car and the grocery store, and there was not a lot, there was like 3. And in the first, which was a pharmacy, I was like, hey, please tell me you have found some car keys somewhere. And she was like, oh yeah, yes, the one with what do they look like? Yeah, the yellow fish. And I got them back. And thank fuck got them back, because that was so stressful. Like leaving my car somewhere else, not knowing where the car keys was. So in theory, everybody could come and get my car. It was so stressful and so awful, and it was awful. I was legit crying. And then I got my keys back. And about that car, so I went back to get my groceries because I was not carrying that around while I was looking for my keys, so I left them at the grocery store. I said, please keep an eye on it while I just go look for my keys. So I got back my groceries, I put them in my car, and there were things that were supposed to go in the fridge. So that was fun. So I put that on my car, and then I got an email on my phone that told me that the comic book that I put a reservation was back in store. So I went back to the library and I was like, hey, yeah, it's here. And she was like, oh no, it's in the big library at the other side of the town, so you're gonna have to go there. And I was like, you're real? For real? Like, for real? I'm gonna have to go back? And it's fine because I have the maximum of books reserved, not reserved, but taken for loan anyway, so I couldn't get it even if it was there, so it was fine. But yeah, that means I went 3 times to the library for nothing. So I went back home, and then I opened the car to unload the groceries, and that cat that's still hanging around in the neighborhood and always trying to get me to open the door for him, even it scares the shit out of my cats, because he's a male and they don't like males. It went into my car, and ever since, it was like maybe 5 hours ago, and it's still in there, so I can't lock the door and I can't lock the car, so that's fun. There's the window, the passenger window, that is still open, so it can escape, and it doesn't want to. So that's fun. Before I go to sleep, I'm going to lock it, whatever he says, so I'm gonna have to throw him out. But for now, he's sleeping on my driver's seat and he's having fun, so good for him. But yeah, I came back and I was like, I'm gonna make cookie, it makes you feel better, and I was too tired to make cookies. I am drained. I took a nap and my cat napped on me, and I can't do anything else. Like, I had a couple things that I could be doing, you know, to be productive, and no, they're not gonna happen. I'm too tired. So yeah, that was a fun week. Next week I have Pi Day, so I really want to make it on Pi Day on the 14th. I have psychiatrist on Monday. I have vet on Tuesday. I don't have mahjong because I refuse to go back. I'd like to work on the shawl and maybe finish it this week. That would be nice. And maybe start again the top again. Edit videos. The weather is still gonna be shit for a long time, so I cannot work on the car, sadly. I wish, but I can't, so that sucks. It's really rainy, so the polish just doesn't have the time to dry, and that just means that I can do that. Yeah, I could do the plan for the bed, but since I can't work on it anyway, it's just for that. It's like also shooting my bow, it's just not really an option since it's raining so much. And it's really not gonna get better anytime soon. Like, there's a maybe it's not gonna rain on Wednesday and Thursday, but it's gonna be very cloudy, so there's a high risk of rain, but it's maybe not raining. So that's nice. But yeah, hopefully I'm gonna make a cute pie for Pi Day, and it's gonna be fun. And I also need to see my dog. I really just didn't want to get an appointment this week because I saw 3 dogs this week, and I'm going to see my vet and my cyclist on next week. Maybe I'm gonna wait another week to see my regular dog because I just don't want to do this. I'd like to finish the curse doll this month, so as soon as I finish the shawl, maybe not start on the top and try to finish the dolls would be nice. I ordered the new yarn for my blanket. That's one of the things that I ordered. So it should come in Monday, maybe, if they come when I'm there and not when I'm at the psychiatrist, would be nice. So I'm gonna crochet more on the blankets until I am mostly done with the yarn, and I have to order some more, so that was gonna be fun. I'm gonna have some supplies for the slimes that are going to start to come, so do some slimes would be nice. Maybe film them and post them as something nice. Work on the books would be nice, but that's unlikely because I'm really in a neat crochet mood, and really I don't want to do anything else but that. So I'm probably just gonna watch all the Disney movies in the chronological order and crochet and knit 4 hours, and that's gonna be nice. So if I do Pi Day and just crochet for a week, that's gonna be nice already. I already have two things. I still got to go get that comic book because I reread the mail, and apparently the comic book is at the place where I was and not in the big one. So I'm gonna go back. I have to go back to get my game anyway, so I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna say, please just give me my comic book. I know it's here, just give it to me. I hope for the best. So I'm gonna go there again this week because I have to get it within 10 days. So maybe Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. I'd say maybe Monday, but now the library is not open on Monday, so I'm not gonna be Monday. I'd say maybe on Tuesday, but it's Friday, I'm gonna be busy, so probably on Wednesday instead. But definitely before Friday, because I don't want them to play with my game when I'm not there. Because I'm petty like that, and I want her to learn a lesson. And it's not much that I'm petty, it's much that if people are inconvenienced because of me leaving, indeed when I take my game out with me, they're more likely to tell her, hey, get your shit together and go apologize because we want the game back. So having a point of pressure to bargain with is more likely to work. But anyway, I'm going to film another location next week, and I'm going to show you everything that I needed and crocheted it until then. It's probably gonna be a lot because it's probably all I'm gonna do, which is always nice. See you next week.